Alright, in today's video, just a quick look at the currencies. The euro has broken a major support zone here at about 104, 103 and a half, something like that. This looks like the beginning of a bloodbath phase to me, which is, as you know if you've watched any of the other videos, it's the ending phase of an intermediate decline. They tend to last about 5 to 7 days. And then the selling is exhausted and you get a bottom and turn back up. So obviously the dollar moves inversely to the euro, so as the euro is dropping kind of parabolically into that intermediate bottom, the dollar will move parabolic up into a top. And so you don't want to buy commodities during this final move down into the bottom for the euro and the top in the dollar, as the strong dollar will put pressure on commodities. But you also don't want to sell, and that's what most people do. And it doesn't matter what asset class it is, whether it's stocks or metals or currencies, whatever. Whenever we get into a bloodbath phase, that's when the most people panic and sell, and that's that's why the intermediate decline tends to end in that 5 to 7 days, is because you just run out of sellers. So we'll keep track of this. It looks like yesterday was probably day one. It broke this support zone here, so I would say that was day one. Today is day two. They don't drop every single day. We can have like a flat day in here, maybe even a small rally day, but usually the selling takes about 5 to 7 days to complete. So I'm gonna suggest probably next week is when we want to look to for potential bottoms in in energy, in metals, in the base metals, and there is a possibility that this might turn out to be a slightly short 3-year cycle low in the euro and a 3-year cycle top in the dollar. So once this is over, we should get strong moves higher in most or all commodities. Sure, the central banks are going to continue to try and suppress gold, but I think they're going to have a really tough time doing it if the dollar starts moving down into its next intermediate cycle low, or if the 3-year cycle has topped in the dollar. So this is that period where it's really scary, and most people won't be able to control their emotions and they'll sell. But this is not when you should sell. When we get into a bloodbath phase, and it'll probably be the same for gold. You know, if you're long, you just hold on and you wait for the advancing phase of the intermediate cycle to start, and you want to sell at the top of the advancing phase, not at the bottom of the bloodbath phase. But most people will not be able to control their emotions during this process, and they will end up selling at the bottom of a bloodbath phase. I'm waiting patiently here. Once I think the bloodbath phase is over and done, I'm going to give a signal to buy more physical silver and gold, but not today, I don't think. I'm going to wait a few more days, probably next week before I give that signal.